Reviewing your video and excited to see it. Only 3 minutes long, so hey, let's see what we get.
I like that kind.
Yeah, speed greatness.
And
That's what we call speed greatness.
Ready, set, go.
So how many of you have felt have experienced connecting with others easily? Have experienced that connecting with people can be actually really easy.
I've experienced it.
Yeah.
I know we talk about this all the time. Should we not talk about this?
No, go. What are you going to talk about?
Especially when you're sitting, this motion, I want you to be so conscious of that. Just so aware of this motion.
Carrie, you are a woman. We know it.
The unconscious movement with your hands it can be super distracting. So just make sure that you're on it. Make sure you know what you're doing with your hands all the time, on purpose. And here we go.
And don't say
All right, here we go.
How many of you kind of would like to learn how to connect more easily with other people?
I like to learn.
Awesome.
Okay, arm all the way up.
So today we're going to do this process where we're going to see how quickly we can step into connection and still have it be very meaningful. So mostly at Littlest we do like these big long greatness where we gaze in each other's eyes for several minutes, and you really don't have.
Okay, so you have this talent for building upon the previous events or the previous speaker or whatnot, and sometimes when you're doing that, it can seem like we are putting the other thing down, or what you're doing is better than the last thing. So for example, the language here was sometimes at Limitless we do these big long greatness I see in you, which when we say it's a big long thing, it has the feeling of your process that you're doing right now is better than that. So
and it may very well be.
And it may very well be in some ways better than that. However, it has the energy of putting Limitless down to a degree. So in building upon the last event or building upon a last speaker, a great verbiage to use would be, at Limitless we have this beautiful opportunity to give people the greatness we see in them. And today we're going to do it in an even shorter amount of time. Do you see the difference there? How it's not necessarily describing how much longer the other one is, but just building on what we have, and we're going to make this an even quicker process. So there's a little bit of a difference there.
To gaze in anyone's eyes for 5 minutes, to see their greatness, and to share that with them. And so as you tap into intuition, it's amazing how quickly you can see their greatness and share it with them.
Okay, I love that you're saying about tapping
into
into
our daily lives, how we can share that greatness with a simple text, with a simple email.
Good.
And so with this process, in a moment we're going to split up into our groups, and we're going to have this opportunity to convey the greatness. And everyone is going to have have some sticky notes and a pencil, and each group is going to gather in.
Okay, this is a super small thing, but it'll ding the oracle's minds in the room, and those that have an oracle. When you say sticky notes and you hold up labels, they're going to be looking for sticky notes. So just make sure that it's super, super small. You probably didn't even notice that, and maybe probably no one in your audience noticed. But just make sure you name what you have, because if you say sticky notes, they're going to be looking for that. We might have a visitor here in a second. My kids just got home.
In just a loose circle. And throughout this process, which happens silently, you're simply going to take turns connecting with one person in your group. And you choose that person, and you're going to stand face to face with that person in silence. And you're going to take 10 seconds to just tap into intuition and see the greatness you see in them. As soon as you see and have something come to mind, whether it be a word or a phrase, simply write that phrase.
Your face is very welcoming. Hey, sweetheart.
Hi, Mommy.
I'm really, really enjoying how comforting and open your facial expressions are. Your eyebrows are up, your eyes are wide open, and you're smiling. And that's really comfortable for this process.
Mommy.
Hmm?
Can she actually see that's happening right
She
there?
will in a minute.
She can.
Okay, I'll find out when you close the door behind you.
Okay.
Thanks, sweetie.
Or that word on the sticky note, and then peel it off and stick it on an appropriate place on them. So usually the shoulder or high up on the chest or on the shoulder. Yeah. And
Shoulder,
so
arm.
we're going to do that until everyone in your group, you've had a chance to connect with every single person in your group. And when you're finished with that, then I just invite you to sit quietly and take time to take those stickies off of you and look at them and ponder what they wrote. Okay? So let's go ahead and begin, and we'll have this group come here and the other group just go in this section. And before you do that, just come and grab some sticky notes from me.
I just love to
And if
see
you have
everyone
a
there
pen, or
supporting.
you can come and grab a pencil.
There's Michelle and Marie and Delwyn, and you got. Oh, I just love to see everyone there supporting each other. Trisha.
So go ahead and form your circles. This group over here, just come over in this section. Does everyone have their sticky notes? Very
Cody.
good.
Holy.
That's not Justin, that's
I said Justin.
That's a Judson right there.
I can tell the difference. Really, I can't.
There's a big difference in the hair.
Yes.
So you have access to the Limitless soundtrack and the Mentor Maker Facebook page. So you can actually play the music. Woohoo! You can actually play the music for the greatness I see for the label process. Let's see if we can make this any bigger.
Which does immediately add power to the process, just having that music in the background.
Mm-hmm.
You may be aware of how the power of music.
You've heard this thing called music. I'm doing the. I was totally unconscious. See, now I'm doing it. Okay, we will get back to you, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow at Limitless. Take care, Kara.
Awesome.
Wait, I wasn't even. Hang on just a second. I can figure it out. Here. Okay, cool.